Today, I stand before you with a heart filled with pride and excitement as we celebrate the grand opening of the Irvine Chinese Immersion Academy. Yes.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jeff, and today I've been honored to be invited to Irvine Chinese Immersion Academy's grand opening, and I'm so excited because this is the first authorized school in the Irvine Unified School District that is going to offer a dual immersion program in any language. It's going to be in Mandarin Chinese, and I know the value of dual immersion because I've had so much opportunity to learn a little bit about it. So first of all, there was a young girl, let's just call her Julie. She came to the board meeting, and she was moving from English, like fluent English, to Mandarin Chinese, to Korean. She was actually trilingual, and I was just like so impressed with her. And she was able to do that at the middle school age. And we got to ask, is this a person that's going to benefit from being trilingual later on in life in California or wherever she wants to work? And I was thinking, yeah, this person's going to be super competitive. Let's just say she wants to be a doctor, right? Would it benefit her to be able to speak in Korean and Chinese and also English, or just only one language? Yeah, it's a great benefit for her to actually be fluent in multiple languages. She was there actually advocating for a dual language program. We weren't there, but that was something that she was wanting for herself and for others. And then, I went to Gabe this past spring. At Gabe, they were talking about the research behind dual language immersion students. So when we think about outcomes, there's so many people focused on like the outcomes of students, like student achievement. That's a big part of what educators focus on. So looking at the dual immersion cohort, when they compared the dual immersion students to, like, let's say GATE or other programs, who was performing the highest? Yeah, it was the dual immersion students that were performing the highest. So that's amazing because a lot of times people say, oh, if they're learning two languages at once, it might be kind of a hindrance to their achievement. And there are some studies that show that initially, sometimes that happens at the very beginning, but years down the line through longitudinal data, there's greater improvement and the highest achieving group out of all the groups. And then number 3, this is probably the one that kind of struck my heart the most, of why dual language programs, why there's a benefit to be plurilingual. The first 2 would be enough, right? But this third one kind of just hit my heart a little bit. There was another lady that came to the board meeting. Her name was Jane. Let's just say her name was Jane. And she was a mother with children who were Chinese American and grandparents who were also Chinese American, but maybe didn't speak as fluently in English since it wasn't their first language. And so it was difficult for the grandchildren to communicate to the grandparents. And it kind of broke her heart that it was difficult for her grandchildren to connect to their grandparents. And not only is it a relational thing, right? But also, if you think about it, think about all the history, the culture, the traditions, the backgrounds, the stories that can't be transmitted to the next generation, right? So I'm glad that we have this option here available for some of our students who did not have the option before, an authorized dual immersion language program in Mandarin Chinese, and so pleased to see that and excited about the ribbon cutting ceremony and what's going to happen today.
It's such an honor to be here. I'm Farah Khan, Mayor for the City of Irvine.
On behalf of all of IUSD, I'm just so honored to be here today. And
Parents and, of course, dear students, welcome to a momentous occasion, a day that marks a new chapter in education and cultural exchange in our beloved city of Irvine.